Stop promising. If you're dealing with a Pisces, stop promising. Because Pisces don't fall for words. They fall for proof. And the moment they smell a "trust me" with no receipts, something in them goes quiet. Quiet like a door closing without a slam. Stay with me, because before this ends, you'll learn the one approach that builds more trust with a Pisces than any apology, any love speech, any long paragraph. But first, you need to understand why the sign everyone calls soft can be the hardest one to fool. Pisces can be tender and still be exact, compassionate and still strict. They don't need to punish you to protect themselves. They just need the truth. And for Pisces, the truth is never what you said. The truth is what you did, what you repeated, and what you fixed when you didn't deliver. People love to stereotype Pisces as dreamy, emotional, easy to sway. That's backwards. Feeling everything is precisely why Pisces learn to question everything. When you live with an open nervous system, you don't survive by believing every story. You survive by noticing patterns. So when someone says, "I promise," Pisces doesn't hear romance. Pisces hears risk. Not because they're cynical, because they've paid for promises before. You know that moment when someone tells you what you want to hear, and it sounds a little too smooth? Most signs either ignore that feeling or argue with it. Pisces files it away. They don't accuse you. They don't start a scene. They just start watching. And here's what makes Pisces different. They don't watch for perfection. They watch for consistency. Let me make this real with a simple scene. You let a Pisces down. You didn't show up the way you said you would. You disappeared. You delayed. You forgot. And then you come back with words. You say you're sorry. You say you meant well. You say it won't happen again. A lot of people think those words are the turning point. Pisces reads them and feels two things at once. 1. They can feel you mean it in this moment. 2. They can also feel the weight of every time they heard something like this before. So they reply with something short, simple, calm, maybe even kind. And you think, "We're good." But Pisces isn't deciding with your words. Pisces is deciding with your next actions. Do you follow through without being reminded? Do you show up consistently? Do you communicate before things get messy? Do you take responsibility without making it a performance? That's the test. And most people fail it without realizing they were being tested. Not because they're evil, because they're addicted to the comfort of words. Words feel like progress. Words feel like change. Words feel like closure. Words can sound like love. But to Pisces, words are the easiest part. Anyone can talk. Anyone can sound sincere when they're emotional. Anyone can say the perfect thing when they're scared of losing you. What's rare is someone who can be sincere when nothing is dramatic. Someone who can keep a promise when it's inconvenient, when it's boring, when it costs them something. That's why Pisces respects results. And results doesn't always mean money or status. It means proof of character. It means you said you would do a small thing, and you did it. Again and again, without needing a spotlight. Pisces builds trust like a record, not a conversation. Pisces doesn't build a future on how you sound. Pisces builds a future on what you repeat. Now here's where people get confused, because Pisces has a way of leaving that looks like staying. They won't always storm out. They won't always block you. They won't always announce a boundary with a dramatic speech. Sometimes they keep smiling. They keep being polite. They keep showing up. But inside, the belief is gone. If you've ever heard someone say, "They got cold out of nowhere," you're hearing the story from the person who wasn't paying attention. Pisces does not turn off overnight. Pisces turns off after 1,000 tiny disappointments. After the "I'll get to it," that never happens. After the "soon," that keeps moving. After the "I didn't mean to," that never turns into "I changed." And the reason Pisces gets quiet is because they know something most people avoid. Arguing can't fix a pattern. If they've explained it and the behavior still comes back, they stop explaining. Not because they don't care, because they do. Their care is exactly why they leave early. Their heart is not a public resource. Their empathy is not a free trial. So let's talk about the signs a Pisces has stopped trusting you. This part might sting because it's painfully common. They stop correcting you. They stop asking for reassurance. They stop telling you what hurts. They become polite instead of present. They answer faster but say less. They don't fight. They don't beg. They don't chase. And the biggest sign is this. They don't look angry. They look clear. That's the dangerous Pisces. Not the emotional Pisces. The clear Pisces. Because once a Pisces gets clear, you can't charm your way back in. You can charm them into a conversation. You can charm them into a smile. You can charm them into one more chance. But you cannot charm your way past the evidence. Because Pisces isn't just listening to you. Pisces is listening to their body. And their body remembers what their mind tried to excuse. That's why Pisces can look calm while deciding you're not safe. Now let's flip the energy, because this isn't just about what Pisces rejects. It's also about what instantly wins them over. And no, it's not compliments. Pisces has heard them all. It's not grand gestures. Pisces has seen them too. What wins Pisces is simple: clarity, consistency, and the kind of honesty that doesn't need to sound impressive. If you want a Pisces to trust you, stop making big promises and start delivering small completions. A finished task is louder than a beautiful sentence. A kept commitment is louder than a perfect apology. A consistent pattern is louder than a desperate speech. Because Pisces doesn't crave intensity. Pisces craves peace. The peace of knowing you mean what you say. So here's the adult formula that makes a Pisces relax around you. Instead of saying, "Don't worry, I'll handle it," say this: "I can do this part, and I can't do that part yet. Here's what I can commit to, and here's what I need in order to deliver it." That right there is a love language to Pisces. Because it has honesty. Because it has boundaries. Because it has responsibility. Because it doesn't ask Pisces to gamble their peace on your mood. Here are a few lines that Pisces actually believes, because they sound like actions, not wishes. Let me check, and I'll come back with a real answer. I can't promise everything, but I can promise this. I dropped the ball. I own that. Here's how I'm fixing it. I'm not sure yet, and I won't pretend. I'll update you as soon as I know. Notice what's missing. No drama. No excuses. No performance. Pisces doesn't need performance. Pisces needs safety. Now, if you're not a Pisces and you love one, listen carefully. This is where most people lose them. They make promises when they feel guilty. They talk big when they feel afraid. They swear change when they feel pressure. But the moment the pressure is gone, so is the effort. Pisces notices that immediately. So don't promise when you're emotional. Promise smaller things you can keep even on your worst day. And when you mess up, don't vanish. Don't go silent and hope it fades. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Communicate early. Communicate clearly. Pisces can handle bad news. Pisces can handle "I can't." Pisces can handle "I failed." What they struggle with is suspense. The silence. The guessing. Now I want to speak directly to Pisces listening, because some of you have been carrying quiet guilt for needing proof. Wanting results isn't cold. It's healthy. It means you're protecting your tenderness with standards, not walls. That's the Pisces glow up. Still loving deeply, but not blindly. Still empathic, but not available to chaos. Still soft, but not easy. And here's the turning point. If you want to rebuild trust with a Pisces, don't come back with a speech. Come back with proof. Say this, and mean it. I won't ask you to believe me. I'll show you. Then deliver something real. Something measurable. Something they can feel in their life. Not a performance. A result. Because Pisces relaxes when hope becomes solid. When the future stops being a story and starts being a pattern. So let me end with the line that explains this whole video. Pisces is not impressed by potential. Pisces is impressed by proof. Don't promise a Pisces. Produce. Produce the follow-through. Produce the apology with a change attached. Produce the plan, the update, the consistency. Produce the truth quickly, even when it's uncomfortable. Because with Pisces, love isn't what you say in the spotlight. Love is what you do when nobody's watching. If this hit you, comment the word "results" so I know you felt it. And if you know someone who keeps thinking words will save them, share this with them. Like the video if you want more real, grown astrology like this. Subscribe for the next one, and I'll see you in the next story.